in the lab class, we're going to discuss about those content one by one. So mainly inside the lab, we have in total 7 chapters. If you remember, I'm going to discuss about those chapter one by one, and I'm going to explain what type of question you're going to get from this chapter. And if you have any problem regarding any chapter, any point, you can raise your question. So let's start our today's discussion. I'm going to share my slide with you. So let me know whether you can see the slide or not. I'm going to share the slide. Can you guys see the slide? Is this visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's start. So our first chapter is web browser, and so far we discussed the main topics I'm telling. So far we discussed, that is, what is web browser, who invented this one web browser. Then we learn about the basic user interface of this web browser, how to use web browser. This type of thing we learn under this chapter. But you are not going to get any question from this web browser. But when you submit your assignment, on that time you need to log in your Gmail. On that time you need the help of web browser. In this way, this one basically related with our examination, but directly you are not going to get any question from this web browser. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we can move to the next chapter. I'm sharing the next slide. Can you see this chapter number 2, search information on internet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
How to search
here
and
basically we learn how we can use the search engine Google. Okay. If we need to get any information on that time, how we can search something inside this Google, or by using this Google, how we can get any information or data. So here basically we learn, let me show you. I mean, okay, we can search in Google by using text, or by using our voice, or by using image. Okay, so from this chapter you are going to get one question like that. I might give you a situation like that. I would like to know top 10 university in the world in 2020. So you have to search that information by using your Google, and then you have to paste it, the information, in one Word document, and then you have to paste your link, the source. Okay, source you have to paste. Okay, so in this way you might get one question. Okay, I would like to judge, I would like to evaluate that whether you are able to use this search engine or not. Am I clear what type of question you might get?
yes, sir.
As well as we have some exercises given here. If you remember, we practiced these exercises in our lab class, like find the picture of planet using Google with below properties. Okay, this type of question you might also get. Okay, on that time you have to find the picture, or find that image which has these following properties, and then I might tell you that, okay, now take a snapshot and then send it to me, okay, in my email address. Okay, this type of question you might also get. So practice this thing at your home. Okay, so some other exercises given here. Okay, so this type of question you might get from this chapter. So do you have any problem regarding this chapter? Any question, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. If you do not have any question, then we can move to the next chapter. I'm sharing the next chapter with you. So in our next chapter, we have the concept like how we can watch any video on internet. Mainly we discuss here how to use YouTube, how we can search any video on YouTube. So again, you are not going to get any question from this chapter. So if you want, you can skip this chapter. Am I right? You understand my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then move to the chapter number 4. Can you see the slide? Chapter number 4. Can you guys see the slide, chapter number 4? Can you guys listen to me?
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay, and can you see the chapter number 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in chapter number 4, basically we have the concept of emailing. That means how we can use email. Again, you are not going to get any direct question from this chapter. I'm not going to ask you that what is email, what is CC, what is BCC. But definitely when you submit your documents, I mean, in the examination, final examination, when you have to submit your document, you have to log in into your Gmail account, and then you have to attach the files, and then you have to send me all the files to me. On that time, I might give you one instruction that, okay, in the subject portion, write down your name and ID. Okay. Or I might tell you that, okay, so give this email address in 2 section. Okay. Give this email address in BCC section, or give this email address in CC section. So you have to know what is the use of email, how we can use email. Or I might tell you that in the email body part, write down your name, ID, section, and your program. Okay, you have to know which one is the email body part. Okay, but I'm not going to give you any theoretical question. You have to practically use it during your examination time. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can go through the slides one by one, and then you can practice at your home. Okay, all the things already given, like how we can draft image, how we can send image, how we can compose image. Okay, and when we have to use what is the use of inbox, then how we can reply, how we can give reply all, then how we can forward email, then what we have in this folder, spam folder, then delete folder, trash folder. Okay, what is the use of this folder? Email, some manner and etiquettes you need to follow when you write down the formal email. Okay, then here we have some other things like how we can use, I mean, when we have to use CC, BCC. Okay, or I mean, when you write down the email subject, what we have to do. Okay, with which things we have to consider. These type of things are given. Okay, so practice these things at your home. So that's all about this emailing chapter. Now tell me, any problem regarding this emailing chapter?
No, sir.
Okay, so if you do not have any question, then we can move to the next chapter, that is Microsoft Office Word. I'm sharing my slide with you again. Is it visible to you? Microsoft Word?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So any question? Okay, I guess you do not have any question. So yes, so in Microsoft Office Word, basically we learned, at first we learned why I mean, why we need this software. Okay, it is nothing but a software. So why we need this software? What are the advantages it will give us? Then we learn the basic user interface of this Microsoft Office Word, as well as we learn different tabs. Okay, under tabs we have ribbon. Okay, we basically learn important operations under each and every tab. What are the important operations we have? We learn about them one by one, and we practice all of them in our lab class. So like we have home tab, insert tab, page layout tab. Okay, different tabs we have. So and if you remember, we basically practice many exercises during our lab class. Like here you can see the quick exercise. We learned how we can create Microsoft Office Word document, how we can type something, how we can copy paste, okay, cut copy paste, how we have to do, how we can convert Word to PDF, okay, how we can rename the file name. Okay, okay, so many of you might fall in trouble when you change your file name, because without closing the file you cannot rename your file. You have to close the file, then you have to change your file name. So be careful about it. Then another exercise we learned how we can work on the text. That means how we can make the text italic, how we can make it bold, how we can underline, how we can use superscript, subscript. This type of things we learn. How we can use bullet point. Okay, how we can use number list. Okay, right, how we can change the color. Then another exercise we learn how we can work with table, how we can split it, how we can merge it, how we can increase number of rows, number of columns, how we can use hyperlink. Okay, external hyperlink, how we can use, how we can give footer, how we can give page number, everything. Okay, we learn, right? So this type of exercise you have to practice at your home. And I would like to show you another document. I also already you already submit this assignment to me, or you already practice this one at your home. Okay, in our lab class we also practice this one. So here we are saying that at first I am giving some instruction to you. Load Microsoft Word. Load Microsoft Word means you have to create a Microsoft Office Word document. You know how to create the Microsoft Office Word document. Then type the following text. Here we have text given, you have to type all of them. Then some instructions are given. Save the word as CSE IUPAT. That means I'm telling that you have to change your file name. Then return to spell checker. You have to open your spell checker and you have to check whether you have any spelling mistake or not. Then bold and underline. Okay, I am telling that International University of Business, Agriculture and Technology. You have to make this one bold and underline. Then change the line spacing 1.5. Okay. Then justify the paragraph. You have to justify the paragraphs. Then replace the word private to non-government. You have to find out by clicking that replace option under the home tab. We have the replace option available. You have to click that. In the search option you have to write down private, and in the replace option, replace word option, you have to write down non-government. Okay, then make the sentence red color. So Department of Computer Science and Engineering, you have to make it red color. You have to change the color. Then give narrow margin to your document. You have to in the page layout, under the page layout tab we have this option how we can fix our margin. Then add a header to the document and write down your name and ID. Then add a footer, write down your subject code and date. You know how to insert the date. Okay, change the bullet point to number list. So here you can see we have some bullet point. Okay, bullet points we have here some. So you have to change them. You have to use here number list like 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Then they're telling that you have to create this table. Okay, here is the sample given. You have to create the same table. Then they're telling that you have to insert this row in between Tom and Jack. In between Tom and Jack, you have to insert this row. That means you have to create another row in between these two, and then you have to write down this information inside that row. Then we have instruction given here: highlight the second row and align the data. You have to select the second row and then you have to make the text right alignment. Then below the table, insert picture about computer. So you have to find out a picture of a computer by using internet, and you have to paste that computer picture, okay, after the table. Then save your document and close the Microsoft Office Word. And last instruction is convert the Word document into PDF. Okay, you have to convert your Word document into PDF. So these type of things you have to practice at your home, and this type of instruction I'm going to give during your examination time. Am I clear to you what type of question you might get from this Microsoft Office Word?
Yes, sir.
Any question do you have? Any operation I need to explain again? Anyone?
No, sir.
Take your time and tell me if you need any operation explain again. I can, no problem. Okay, so I guess you do not have any question. Okay, so if you do not have any question, then we can move to the next one. Next chapter, that is Microsoft Office PowerPoint. I'm sharing the document on Microsoft Office PowerPoint.
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Sir, report jama দেওয়ার deadline কবে?
I will tell you. Okay, at the end of the class, I will discuss about that thing. Huh? Don't worry. Let me discuss this content first, then I will discuss your. I'm going to give your answer. Okay. Okay. Can you see this Word document now on Microsoft Office PowerPoint?
Yes, sir.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ
স্যার এই এক্সারসাইজটা কি স্লাইডে আছে আপনার যে স্লাইডগুলো আমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করছেন?
Maybe this one is available in your module, but if it is not, then I am going to give it to you in your messenger group. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
Okay. Okay, so now let me discuss about this Microsoft Office PowerPoint. So here, these operations you have to practice at your home. Whatever the question I'm going to give you, you will get the question from these operations. Okay, so tab by tab I separate the operations. So in total 30 operations. These are the very basic operation. So you have to practice for your examination. Like you have to know how to open Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Okay, how to create one document, Microsoft Office PowerPoint, and you already know how to insert text, how we can copy paste and other things you already know in your Microsoft Office Word. Then under Office button, we have some option like how we can take a blank Microsoft Office PowerPoint, how we can save the PowerPoint, how we can convert that PowerPoint to PDF, then how we can print the document. Okay, then under Home tab, these are the operation you need to know. Under Insert tab, these are the operation, important operation. Under Design tab, these are the operations. Under Animation tab, these are the operations. Then we have slideshow. Okay, under slideshow, these are the operations. Under Review and View, these are the operations, important operations we have to practice for our lab final examination. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any question do you have regarding this Microsoft Office PowerPoint?
No, sir.
Okay, I would like to discuss about some question pattern from this Microsoft Office PowerPoint. So first question I might tell you that, okay, set up a new presentation consisting of 3 slides. You understand the instruction? Set up a new presentation consisting of 3 slides.
3 slides.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What you have to do?
Sir, 3টা স্লাইড বানাবো।
You have to
So, একটা page-
create a Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Then you have to take 3 blank slides.
create a presentation.
Right. Okay. You have to
3 slides.
right. You have to create a Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Then at first you have to take 3 blank slides. Okay. This is the first instruction. Then I might tell you that, okay, apply a theme of your choice to the master slide. You understand? Apply a theme of your choice to the
Yes,
master slide. Master slide means your document, simply your Microsoft Office document. What you have to do, you have to apply according to your wish. You can you can select any theme. You have to apply one theme, okay, in your Microsoft Office PowerPoint document.
Yes.
Okay. Master slide means
Slide.
simply your Microsoft Office
The document.
what you already created. Okay, that is the thing. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
You see, here is the design. Okay, let me point it out. Here we, under the design tab, we have theme option, isn't it? From this theme we can apply theme to our master slide. Okay, then I might tell you that, okay, so I might tell you that another question. Okay, so change the slide orientation. Change the slide orientation, make it portrait, okay, or landscape. You know how we can do that. Okay, then I might tell you that, okay, so include a automated slide number in the bottom. That means you have to give slide number. Okay, right. Then I might tell you that, okay, these are the text you have to insert in the first slide. These are the text you have to insert in the second slide. In the third slide, you have to give a picture. Okay, picture of a computer. This type of instruction I can give. Okay, then I can tell you that, okay, so now change the text size. Now make it bold. Okay, change the background color. Okay, this type of thing I might tell you. I might tell you that, okay, hide the third slide. Okay, hide your third slide. You know how we can hide, isn't it? You can see under the slide show tab we have the hide slide option. Okay, that is the thing. Am I clear to you? Whatever question you might get in the examination.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you do not have any question, then we can move to the next slide. Next chapter. Should I move to the next chapter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am moving the last chapter, that is chapter number 7. You know, Microsoft Office Excel. I'm sharing my slide with you. Is it visible to you now?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay, right. From this chapter, we basically discuss about, initially we discuss about what is Microsoft Office Excel. Again, what are the benefit we will get if we use Microsoft Office Excel. Then think about graphical user interface of this Microsoft Office Excel. Here we have number of rows, number of columns, and intersection point of column and row is called cell. We have number of cell available here. Okay, then we learn about different formula, like 15 to 20 formula we learned. Okay, like sum formula, then max, mean, okay, average. Then think about if condition, concatenation. Okay, this type of operation we learned. And I already uploaded 3 video tutorial on this Microsoft Office Excel in my YouTube channel. So you have to go through those content. Okay, am I clear to you? Whatever
Yes,
the
sir.
instruction given over there, whatever the formula I discussed, whatever the tips I give you on that video tutorials, those things are important for your examination. I'm going to make some question on the basis of those things. Okay, so now let me show you a question pattern, what type of question pattern you might get. I'm sharing another file with you. So is this file visible to you, the question pattern of Microsoft Office Excel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so definitely this type of question you might get in your examination. So here we have table 1 and we have table 2, but in the examination I am not going to give you any value for this second table except this slide ID column. I'm just going to give you only slide ID column, and rest of the things will be blank. Okay, then you have to follow the instruction. Suppose first instruction given here, create an Excel file and rename it like exam mark calculation. Then what you have to do, you have to create one Microsoft Office Excel and you have to rename your file as exam mark calculation. If you are able to perform this task, then you will get mark 1. Then insert the data given above that Excel file. That means you have to draw these two tables, okay, as it is, and you have to insert the information given here. For this task you will get 2 marks. Then for the third instruction, you have to show full name, okay, in the full name column in the second table. So you cannot copy paste the name from the first table. You have to apply formula. Okay, you have to apply concatenation formula. You have to understand how we can join two cell, the content of two cell by using concatenation formula we can. So here you have to apply concatenation formula and you have to show the full name by adding first name and last name from the table number 1, and you have to display the full name in the table number 2 full name column. If you are able to perform this task, then you will get 5 marks. For the fourth one, okay, so you have to, in the second table course ID column, you have to show the course ID according to this student ID. Okay, you have to use here, you have to apply here VLOOKUP formula. By using VLOOKUP formula, you have to show the course ID according to this student ID. Okay, that is the thing. If you are able to perform this task, you will get 6 marks. Okay, then the fifth one, you have in the grade column, second table grade column, you have to write down, you have to display, basically you have to display the grades. That means you have to convert this mark into grade according to this student ID. You have to convert their mark into grade. That means you have to apply here if condition, nested if condition. I already explained this VLOOKUP, concatenation, nested if condition, everything in my video tutorial. So here you can see the mark range given. If your mark is greater than 80, that means 80 to 100, your grade is A. If your grade is more than 60, then your grade is B. If your grade is less than 60, your grade is F. So you have to follow this condition. Okay, and you have to convert your mark to grade. For this you will get 10 marks, and at last you have to save your file. If you are able to save your file, then you will get 1 mark. So in total 20 marks you have for this question. Am I clear to you? You understand the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to practice these things
Yes,
at
sir.
your home. Okay. Okay, so that's all about this Microsoft. That's all about this computer fundamental lab content. Okay, I already explained. chapter 1 to chapter 7. Now, if you have any question regarding these chapters, you can raise your question. If you have any question regarding any content, if I need to explain any point, I can explain again. No problem. Tell me, any question do you have?
স্যার
Please.
স্যার ফার্স্ট নেম আর লাস্ট নেমের জন্য আপনি যে আমাদেরকে এটা অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট হিসেবে দিছিলেন, তো করার সময় আমরা দেখি যখন এই ফুল নেম বক্সটার মধ্যে আমরা দুইটা ফার্স্ট নেম আর লাস্ট নেম একসাথে করতেছি, তখন মাঝখানে স্পেসটা আসে না, লাইক সেলিম খান একসাথে হয়ে যায়। তো এর জন্য আমাদেরকে পরে ফার্স্ট নেমের পরে একটা স্পেস দিতে হয়েছে। স্যার এটা কেন হইতেছিল?
মাঝে তো স্যার ডাবল কোট দিয়ে স্পেস দিলে হয়ে যেত।
Okay, so guys, you can use this concatenation into different way. Okay, so there are different syntax we have to use this formula or use this formula concatenation. Okay, in my video tutorial I basically explain, okay, how you can use this one concatenation. I basically show the first one when basically I apply the concatenation formula. On that time, as output I got no space in between two string, as you already mentioned. Okay, but in the second time when I apply the concatenation again, on that time I apply in such a way so that I get space in between two string. Okay, Selim space Khan. So I am recommending you to watch my YouTube video tutorial. Okay, then you will get the explanation. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So any questions so far? Any more question do you have?
স্যার VLOOKUP-টা একটু বললে ভালো হতো। VLOOKUP ফর্মুলাটা একটু
I already explained this VLOOKUP in my video tutorial. Okay, that is the thing. So if I want to explain it again, then it will take a long time. Okay, so it's better you first watch the video tutorial. Still, if you have any problem, then knock me, I will explain. No problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any more question do you have?
No, sir.
Sir, what are the important functions beside these three functions?
What are the important functions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so important functions, like you need to know how we can use sum formula, how we can use max, mean, average, trim. Then we have string length. Okay, then we have okay, so these are the important one. Okay, I explain everything in my YouTube video tutorial. Okay, so maybe 15 to 20 okay formula we discuss over there. So just watch this and then parallelly practice with your Excel file. Then you will understand the formula and it will be a very good practice for your examination. Okay, if you want, I can show you another document. On that document we have some formula given. Let me open it first. Can you see the document now? Excel formula you should definitely know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here
Yes,
you
sir.
can see, here we have some important formulas given, like sum formula. Okay, how we can use sum. Then we have count formula, how we can use count. Then we have count A, when we have to apply count A. Then we have here length, that means length, how we can find out the length. Then we have important another one, trim, how we can apply trim. Then right, left, mid. Okay, then we have here VLOOKUP. Okay, here we have the formula VLOOKUP. Then here we have another one, if statement, and then sum. Okay, so again here we have sum if, count if, average if. So here you will get the syntax, the formula, how you have to write it down. Then you will get some example given over here. Okay, right. Then here we have concatenate. Okay, so some of you ask me that, okay, so when we are using concatenate formula, they are not giving space in between two string. So if you apply the formula like this, like here they are using the formula, follow this part. Okay, so the cell number A1 and the cell number B1. So I have one string inside this cell 1, sorry, A1, and I have another string inside this cell B1, and I am using here ampersand double quotation. Inside this double quotation, what character you are going to give, it will show that character in between these two strings. Okay, suppose inside this A1 I have first name, and inside the B1 I have suppose last name. And what I am using here, I am using here simply white space. So in this time it will show properly, it will give you first name space last name. Okay, if you just write down A1 ampersand B1, on that time it will add those two strings, but in between them there will be no space. Am I clear to you? The person who asked me the question, how to apply concatenation formula?
Sir, Wally.
Wally, can you hear me, Wally? Wally, you are with us or not? Okay, so maybe he is not with us. Okay, so right. Let me clean it first. Okay, so maybe we have right, nothing else. Okay, so these are the important formula you have to practice from this Microsoft Office Excel. Okay, these are very important. Definitely you will get your question from this part. Okay, Microsoft Office Excel. Okay, am I clear to you? Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Logno, you are with us? Can you hear me, Logno? Logno basically asked us one question, that is
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Logno, basically you asked me one question, that is how to use VLOOKUP, isn't it? Let me explain a little bit here. Okay, here we have
Not she.
okay, so whoever asked me the question about this VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, let me tell you, this is the syntax how we can apply VLOOKUP formula. So you have to use here equal symbol, because in Excel file when we apply any formula, that formula start with this equal symbol. So you have to use this equal symbol first, then you have to write down the keyword VLOOKUP as it is. Inside the first bracket you have to write down basically 4 parameters you have to pass. That means 4 things you have to write down, and you have to separate them by comma. First thing is that you have to write down the VLOOKUP value. Then second thing is table array. Third thing is column index number. And then if you want I mean, what type of matching you'd like to do, partial matching or exact matching. So these 4 things you have to insert over there. Okay, so if I give the example, then it will be much more clear to you. Let me give an example to you. Can you see this table here? Can you guys see this table?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, দেখা যাচ্ছে।
Take your time. Now is this visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So here let me explain from this part. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so here we have list 1. You can see here we have list 1, and here we have list 2, and this is our another list, master list given here. Okay, so in list 1 we have salesperson ID given in the first column, you can see here, and salesperson revenue. Okay, this information given in this table. And in the second table we have again salesperson ID, and then we have salesperson name given here. But in this master list I would like to show salesperson ID, their name and their revenue. That means clearly what we have to do, if we want to make this master list, we have to merge these two tables. We have to combine these two tables. Okay, so how we can combine? The simple way is write down salesperson ID number 1, then find out his name, then from the table number 1 find out the revenue. But if you have like here we have only 10 information or 11 information available, but if you have 1000 information like this, then how you are going to match? It will take long time. So here you have the VLOOKUP formula to make your life easy. So if you want to apply VLOOKUP formula, you have to follow this one. Here is the formula given, you can see, equal VLOOKUP, then B18. That means which one is the B18? Okay, so B18. This is the B18. You can see B18. Okay, B18 is the this cell. Okay, I'm indicating this cell. Then I'm giving the range A3 to B13. A3 to B13. That means I'm selecting the whole table. I'm selecting the whole table. Then I am selecting 2. 2 is the salesperson revenue, and I want exact match. That's why I'm selecting false. False means exact match. Okay, so if you write down the formula like this, then automatically it will show you the revenue here. I am basically writing this formula in this cell. I'm writing the formula in this cell. At first I am typing what? Which value I would like to search. Which value I would like to search? I would like to search this person ID. Then where I would like to search? My searching range. So this is my searching range. List number 1 is my searching range. Then if the value match, then which information I would like to copy? I would like to copy of the second column. Whatever the information available in the second column, I would like to copy that column. So this is column number 1. This is column number 2. I would like to copy the column number, value of column number 2. Okay. And what type of match I would like to do? Exact match or partial match? I would like to do exact match. For exact match, it is false. For partial match, it is true. So this is the formula. Okay. So let me show you how this one is basically working. Okay, let me show
Reza, please turn off your microphone, Reza.
Okay, Reza, turn off your microphone. Okay. So at first, I'm basically taking this value. Okay. B18 is my value. Okay. Then I would like to search this value inside this table. Okay. Table. So it will search this information. It will start from this point. It will start from this point. One by one, it will search and it will terminate in this point. It will match 1, 9, 1, 8, 1, 11. So when it will come at this point, it will get the value. Okay. Then I'm telling that whatever the value you have in the column number 2, copy it. Okay. Then you have to take this value here. Okay. You have to take this value here. As I am applying my formula in this cell, it will take that value from this point to this point, and it will show the formula here. Okay. So in this way, I will be able to show other formula. Okay. But here one point you have to remember, that is you have to log the searching area. How we can log the searching area? By applying dollar symbol in front of the column name and row name, column number and row number. You see, here we are using the dollar symbol. By using the dollar symbol, we can log the thing. Okay. And once you write down the formula for rest of them, you need not to write down the formula again. You just need to double click, or you just need to double click on the previous formula. Automatically it will work. Am I okay? Is it okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
How
sir.
to use VLOOKUP formula?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any problem do you have? Still, if you have any problem, anyone?
ফলসটা কেন ফলস মানে
False for
ট্রু ফলস এর কাজটা
right. False for exact matching. Okay. I want exact matching. Okay. If I write down true here, if I write down true, then it might take this value as well. You understand? Partial matching. Okay. True means partial matching. True means partial matching. Okay. Partial matching. Okay. So it will search 1 9, not match. It will search 1 8, not match. It will search 1 1. Okay. 1, it will search with 1 1. So this is the partial matching. You see. So here you will get wrong value. Okay. But if I give false, then it will search. It will give the exact matching. Okay. It will take only this value, not others. Okay. Sometimes in some cases we need this partial matching. On that time we can apply, we can write here true. Am I okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more question do you have?
No, sir.
Any other thing I need to explain from this Microsoft Office Excel or other chapter?
No, sir.
স্যার এগুলোর জন্য সময় কতক্ষণ থাকবে পরীক্ষায়?
In your we have another meeting, isn't it? On that meeting we are going to discuss about question pattern, timing, mark, examination procedure, others, and everything. Okay, we're going to discuss about everything here. Okay, don't worry about that.
বাট মোবাইল ফোন দিয়ে তো স্যার এগুলো করতে স্যার খুব কঠিন হয়ে যায় স্যার।
Yes, sir.
Definitely, if you have only mobile phone, then definitely it will be very tough to join in the exam. I mean, attend in the examination. Okay.
স্যার যারা গ্রামে
but
আছে
life
তাদের
is
কাছে
tough.
তো
স্যার আমার ডেস্কটপটা আমি তো ঢাকায় রেখে আসে পড়ছি স্যার, এই জন্য সমস্যা হচ্ছে।
আমাদের সেকশনে স্যার অনেকে আছে গ্রামে আছে, তাদের সাথে এখন ল্যাপটপ বা পিসি নেই।
Yes, sir. More than
Somehow,
40%, I guess.
somehow, if it is possible to lend someone others laptop or desktop, you can access. So for now, try to access that one. Okay. Otherwise, I have to take I mean different way to take your examination. Okay. Let me get the instruction from the department first, then I will explain everything. Okay. But somehow try to solve your problem. But if there is any unavoidable circumstances, then we have to think in different way. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
Sir, yeah, CAC 10